Hey there, thanks for joining us at the Rabbit Hole of Research, where you'll learn a few facts that you can impress your friends with at a party.
Hey, welcome back to the Rabbit Hole of Research, down here in the basement studio.
Away from home.
We're away from home, a little preview to episode 46. We're here at Reed's Local. We just finished recording, and now we're recording the... What's going on?
And Nick's losing it.
I don't know what's happening. He's been possessed by a ghost. So we're here.
Don't encourage you.
You have me, Joe.
You got Nick.
We've got Nick.
Georgia.
We've got Georgia. We're here to do a mini review of episode 45, Ghosts and Graveyards. We recorded that episode at the Chicago Horror House here in Avondale with guests Moses and Vinny. We wandered through haunted spaces, both real and imagined. We explored the science, folklore, and psychology behind the way ghosts and graveyards continue to captivate us. From sleep paralysis to spectral cats, from Poltergeist to Event Horizon to the gentle melancholy of Casper, we traced how the supernatural reflects human memory, grief, and imagination, blending storytelling with science. That episode turned fear into curiosity, asking not just what haunts us, but why we keep listening for the echoes.
I mean, I'm constantly just shouting anywhere I go, hey, come haunt me. Hey.
You keep yelling, give me a Ouija
enter
board.
Me.
You
enter
don't want a
me.
Ouija board.
You know, just trying to get something to go, but nothing's happened so far, guys.
That you know of.
That you know of. You could be possessed right now, so we have it.
If only I was.
But yeah, it was a really good episode. It was fun.
Yes.
Moses, Vinny, always a good time with those two. But I did have a few things I want to clean up off that episode.
We had to clean up things?
I'm going to clean up a few things.
Oh.
Or add a
Clean
little
up
detail.
on aisle 4.
Clean it up. One was the sleepwalkers. I talked about and mentioned about sleepwalkers who had killed and blamed sleepwalking on the murders. And so one was Scott Folliter, and the other one was Kenneth Parks, who killed his mother-in-law after driving 15 miles. And so I'll put those two links in there. So there are some real cases of people saying that they sleepwalked in the evidence. And I think the one that drove 15 miles and killed his mother-in-law was actually acquitted. So that's
He drove 15 miles.
15 miles sleepwalking, sleep driving.
We don't encourage this
No,
kind
we
of behavior or this kind of defense if you
Yes.
are in trouble.
Yeah, if you're gonna, yeah.
I was sleeping.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you become a slasher. Little preview to our next episode.
So one thing I want to clear out.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
have to clean up something.
Yeah, clean it up.
We talked about Casper, the friendly ghost, right?
We did.
Yes.
And actually, the books that I read when I was young were actually Gus.
Yeah.
And it was Gus was a friendly ghost. And then the one that I found the other day and I made you read, Nick, was Gus and the baby ghost.
Oh, yeah, with the dead babies.
With dead babies? Oh my gosh.
We're assuming they're dead because they
Well,
were
if they're a
ghosts.
ghost, they're dead babies.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're
But
right.
I loved those books when I was little, and I feel bad that I just in my head made him Casper because Casper's the most famous friendly ghost.
I wonder what the
No,
year they were written.
it was
Casper was originally, remember, it was an unpublished book in the 30s, I believe, and then it didn't really come out as a famous show until the 40s.
See, I don't really. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Right. So while you're looking that up,
Yeah.
the other thing I wanted to touch upon, just clarify it and just to give context, was that in the episode, I said we share 50% of our DNA with bananas. And I talked about how a lot of that was the molecular machinery of cell division, of cell processes. And I want to make it clear that it's 50% of our genes with bananas, because our DNA, we have a lot of non-coding regions in our DNA and things like that don't necessarily line up. So the real number, it's much lower of the actual shared DNA, but 50% of our genes that are functional to us being alive and having life, we do share with bananas. So it's a small technical note, but I want to make sure people out there looking it up that they'll see that. And in the episode, I added a context to that comment, so you would get it. But I wanted to make it clear: 50% of our genes, not of our total DNA. Okay.
I mean, I think the point is all living things are very closely related.
Right.
Yeah, we're all made out of
Oh.
stuff.
We're all made out of star stuff.
Stuff
Yeah.
and things.
The other thing I wanted to touch on, Georgia, you asked a great question in the last episode about
I
how
did.
the
I asked the question.
how do the crows remember
Right.
generationally.
Right.
And so I did some digging in that. And it's not through genetic, right? It is behavioral. It is a learned thing that the group, the crow that's been offended will teach the rest of the crows who the offending person is when they come back past. And then that's passed on generationally
That
through
makes
that.
a lot more sense.
There's a bunch of studies. And magpies also, there's a study where they did the same thing.
And then it's just so fascinating. Like you wonder, what does that look like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is that lesson like? You know?
Hey, look at that guy.
Hey, see that? Remember
I think
him?
So
That's interesting.
And then the other thing we talked, I think Moses had brought it up, was epigenetics. And I talked a little bit about that. And I made the comment that most of the epigenetic control, so these are, you imagine, this kind of like a dimmer switch on genes. It could upregulate or downregulate. And a lot of that is passed on through the maternal source. But there was just a new study that came out since our last recording that actual sperm DNA has some level of epigenetic control, and usually tethered to the memories, cellular memories of stress experienced by the fathers during childhood, potentially, and influencing their progeny's brain development. So this can include, emotional neglect, physical abuse, household dysfunction.
Right. We can finally blame men too.
That's right. You can start blaming men for some of the
Wait, we weren't already?
No, we weren't.
Interesting.
Trust me.
But yeah, I'll put all these links in the show notes, but I just wanted to clean up a few things and add some context.
1962.
Oh, okay. So way after Casper. So they were influenced by Casper.
I guess.
Wait, so Gus is a ripoff?
Gus is a ripoff.
No, he is not.
I hope that haunts him.
Gus is his own ghost. No, stop it.
Cool. That's all I had there. I think it was a nice episode. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're always fun to come to the.
Always go to Horror House. Go check it out. They got some events coming up, and it should be a fun time. So this is their month to shine. Go get a costume. So, what have you been listening to, Nick? Reading? Watching?
I have been catching up on Peacemaker lately.
Peacemaker, yeah, cool.
It's been a great show. Been having a lot of good stuff going on with that. And and then last week, Bob's Burgers came back, and love that. And
they're bringing a lot of those back. The King
so
of the
how
Hill came
long
back.
was it not on for?
Oh, it was just a new season.
Oh, it's continuing.
Yes.
Okay.
But King of the Hill just came back.
Came back also, yeah.
And then I started.
Yeah, but they were gone for a while.
The game Ghost of Yotai, which has been fantastic so far. Very beautiful game.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. What about you guys? What media have you been consuming?
We watched Wednesday.
And watching Wednesday.
Overall, I enjoyed it. The beginning.
It was a little slow.
The beginning few episodes, it just didn't have the same
oomph.
As the original. But it picked up towards the end. It closed out pretty good. And then for our next episode, full episode, we watched Candyman.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh.
Give a tip off there what we've been watching.
That one.
Yeah. And then I related to the Ghost episode. I didn't realize it, but I just finished a graphic novel by Brian Vaughn, and the artist was Nico and Richon Spectators. And it's a really cool story set in kind of the future New York City, and it follows these ghosts, these voyeuristic ghosts that are traveling through, trying to understand humanity in our time. So yeah, really a really cool book. I love Brian Vaughn's graphic novels. I mean, Paper Girl, Ex Machina.
Yeah.
I mean, just you think of graphic novels and you think of Brian. So.
If you don't, you should.
If you don't, you should go check them out.
There'll be links. Great ones.
There'll be links on the show notes for all that. So.
Cool.
Excellent. That's all I had.
I think we went down some spooky holes.
You got me, Joe.
Tiny.
You got me.
You got X.
You got Twitter.
Bye-bye.
Take care.